Me llamo Yev.
Hello everyone, the Peaceful Gamer here, and welcome back to yet another Pokémon Showdown video. And you may be a little confused. Today we are starting off with Pokémon Showdown. We previously have had a pre-game snack to, get us ready for the game we're about to play. But after talking to some higher-ups, some people, some big dogs in the industry, let me tell you, I have decided it will now be a post-game snack. I hope there's not too much uproar about this, but I've taken some time, I've had some thoughts, and I'm just mixing it up a bit to have some fun. Who knows? I've added a wheel as well. There's a wheel which will be spun. It has 100 games on it, and whatever it lands on is what we're going to play to satiate our hunger after a thrilling, enjoyable Pokémon Showdown battle. Anyway, before we get into all that malarkey, I'll let you know what's going on. Today is the first day of 7, my week of Gen 1 Pokémon Showdown Showdowns. And what you may be wondering is what happens after this week. Well, I'll go to Gen 2 and do a week of that, and then finally end at week 8 with 7 of those, and then decide what happens next. But hey, it's still the same old Peaceful Gamer you've came to love, to cherish, to enjoy. It's just a little different. Thumbnails are changing, the format of the videos are changing. I've put together a tiny little introduction, like a video thing. It's literally a second long, you've seen it. But I just thought it would be right to come clean with these changes. Ultimately, it just makes it more interesting for me. Anyway, let's jump into this. Let's have our first game of Pokémon Showdown, Generation 1, out of 7. Right, so we've got an Onix and a Starmie. We have the Starmie, of course. Onix is a rock ground type, Starmie's a water psychic. Incredible speed on this fella. And we have Psychic to counter it. Now, I don't really know what SPC means. I believe it's special. And so special attacks, I presume, are special. And it might do some damage. Let's have a look at Onix. A rock type, ground type Pokemon who is resistant to a lot. Weak to ice. Ice might be a shout. Or psychic with the 4 times. Now if I was a smarter... Oh. Never mind. Let's go again. Okay, and here we go. We got a Venusaur against a Seal in our first battle in this. So water and grass. I believe grass is effective against water, just so it's fair out of the few. Unless water's effective against grass. Grass is weak to fire. Water... Okay, yeah, no. That's very good, to be honest. The speed's a bit fucky, as in that's 166. So, I will jump into someone else here. Maybe I should go for... Ooh. Don't have a fire type. Got a bug type. Is bug weak against? Strong against? Let's go bug. Well, I'm fast asleep now, which is not ideal. And to be honest, just because I'm bug, doesn't really mean much. I'm just going to stay on the board a little bit and tank some hits. So there's a Golduck here. If I had an electric type Pokemon, that would be wonderful. But I do have this guy. So let's pull out Dragonair. Up against Porygon. So Dragon type Pokemon. I don't think there's anything like Dragon moves. But I've got a Hyper Beam, which might be good against Porygon, even though they are normal. They might be quite resistant to it. But if I remember correctly, yeah, they're only weak to that. Now my special's only 191, but my attack, regular attack, is pretty good. So let's do a Hyper Beam. 44%, I can live with that, but I must recharge. I didn't know that was a thing. Now, ice moves are horrible against that guy. I've got to recharge, and I die here, because I didn't think that through. Never mind. We've lost our guy. It's okay, though. Do I have any fight? I've got a fighting move on this guy. Seismic Toss, base power 1. Attack is not great on Jigglypuff, though. But, you know, I'll give it a go. Or I could pull off a Sing. What's my speed? Not as good. Guess I'm trying the Seismic Toss. We'll see how it goes. I really like the way Porygon looks in this picture. Look at him. Goofy little fella. Very respectable. I'll start the timer, even though I'll probably lose to it later on. But yeah, look at that guy. Goofy eyes. Perhaps he'll make the thumbnail. Who knows? Depends how well this guy plays as Porygon. FNCNB, BCB, CCH. Let's check the chat. Oh, they left. Well, never mind. I'll just stay. Start a new battle if I wanted. Can always pop back in. So we got this guy. I believe I started off against this fella. So a Rhyhorn versus a Tentacruel. Water Poison versus Ground Rock. Now, what is good against a Rhyhorn? No, it was right. How silly of me. Love that. Grass, water. Well, I don't think anyone wants to play Gen. This might be a very difficult week for me. Let's try again. I don't want to try for too long, but I'd rather get one game out of it tonight, at least. What a mess. What an absolute mess. It's okay, though. We remain peaceful. We remain calm. So I took 5 days off to have a think about how I was uploading videos and what I was doing and how to make it more interesting for me. I obviously want to continue until I've reached my Division 1. But yeah, it's a bit messy. So we got a meow against a Gyarados. Now Gyarados is a dragon type, right? Water flying, never mind. Water is allergic to a little electricity. My speed is better, so let's see what damage I do. The defense must be insane on a Gyarados, though, right? Oh, defense is fine. Well, resisted quite heavily. It's like they knew. They probably can hear me. So it's an Executor, which is a Psychic Grass. Now, do I know off the bat whether any of these are good against a Psychic Grass? If I had a Fire, that would be wonderful. So what moves are Fire? None of these. I am much faster. Is there anything here which is worth? Not really, given I believe this guy's a tank. I'm taking my time with this. Obviously, awesome pixel art there. So fire flying, very weak to bug. Yeah. It's not looking great for these guys. Bug. Don't really know any bug moves off the bat. So I jump into Nidoking. I can take that. I'll just trade into someone else. Because I can't really be bothered. Golbat will have fun with him. Well, if he can move. He'll be able to move now. Now, Confused Raid doesn't really mean a hell of a lot. But, see, that was actually the right call to pull out Nidoking there. Because, quite weak to poison. Anyway, Mega Drain which is cool. They can just use it again. I'm going to try the Confuse Ray. See, does this prevent them from doing anything? I don't think so. I need to look up what Confuse Ray does. So Nidoking is fast asleep. I probably want him to wake up though. So let's bring Nidoking back out here. Now I say poison was the right choice, but none of these moves were poison. So generally I did a poor job choosing that one. None of these moves are particularly useful. Perhaps an Earthquake, resistant to ground obviously. Ice, weak to ice. Okay, it's just a couple of bozos hurt alone on the field. Oh, lovely. We'll love to see that. Might I land this blizzard? Let's try it. Super effective. Love to see it. Oh, it did pull off a move, but I'm hopeful that he misses this one and I can hit him with the blizzard, even though he's well aware that's what I'm going to do. I like his little sprite he's got there. Yeah, knew exactly what I was going to do. A crit hit, but resisted. Awful. Now who's faster? 199, 218. Neither one of those. I'm going to pull out Kadabra. Going to pull out Kadabra because I see the Thunder Wave there, which slows them down quite significantly. And then I've got Psychic, which might do some damage, if I'm correct. Let's have a quick look at Tentacruel. Yeah. Seems like an alright deal for me. I'll tank that, I suppose. Didn't really want to, but there we go. Completely unnecessary for this guy. Could have just pulled off a Psychic. There we go. But can't move, so Psychic again. I guess that's the good thing about being paralyzed. There we go, got rid of their Tentacle now. Now Recover might be worth doing in a second. I am faster, so... Oh no, it's a non-epic move, is it? See, I'm a bit worried now. They must have a move which is quite damaging. I'm still going to try the Thunder Wave though, because I think it would be worth having an unable, a slightly disabled Gyarados. So Gyarados being a water flying, very weak to it. Electric. Any of these moves which are particularly good? I guess Psychic because I get the bonus, I believe, and my special is 251, so I do a bit of damage. Their speed is even less. The Hydro Pump is damaging. Maybe I do a Recover here and get 50% of my health back. There we go, perfect. The Body Slam is heartbreaking though. Heartbreaking move there. What does Cloyster have? Explosion might be worth. Hyper Beam's pretty cool. The special's not great, but the attack is pretty out there. My speed is faster as well, given I've heavily disabled this person. So Cloyster, what are you going to do against our Gyarados here? Resist water, very weak to... or whatever. Hyper Beam. The attack's pretty good. The attack is pretty good. Well, we'll try it on this guy. Didn't do much. Must recharge. See, now I believe I've got an electric move, perhaps? Okay, incredible. Now a Surf could do some damage to Wigglytuff, perhaps. Normal attack, I know what they're allergic to, so... But his special is not great. Could always blow them up, but I believe... Oh, Hyper Beam, though. Not amazing. I've got a Thunder Wave and a Sing on this guy. And it's a Clefable versus Wigglytuff. Perhaps that's the choice. But I also know that a ground attack against Wigglytuff is pretty damaging, depending on what this guy's attack is. Pretty good too. I've got 14 seconds to the Community King. There we go. Our boy is asleep again. Sprinkler Fable out. Bit heartbreaking, but I should have read it. Blizzard, a crit hit, but didn't do an amazing amount. Got Blizzard 2. Thunderwave might be worth it. Sing. Doesn't affect soundproof Pokemon. Am I faster? I am. Let's do it. There we go. Perfect. And then Thunderwave for the next Pokemon. Oh, doesn't really matter, does it? They're quite slow. Body Slam, any good? Might be. Thunderwave, Sing. Sing. Can't double on that, can I? Well, it was good to know, at least. I'll do a Body Slam. Might be trading out my Clefable here, but I'll do some damage nonetheless. Hopefully they can't move. Incredible. Let's try another Body Slam then. Perfect. Nope, not perfect. Awful, actually. Didn't realise Gyarados had that. Had that beast in him. Meowth is out. The cat's out of the bag, if you will. So if I do a Thunderbolt, they trade into someone else. If I do a Body Slam, it does something else. Slash, maybe? Slash onto the Graveler. Crit hit resisted. It was a fair move to try. I guess I can Cloister out again. That's okay, I can take it. Well read, well read. I don't think Gigi Tambun had a clue what my Cloister has in its back pocket. It's an explosion, by the way. Hopefully it can tank something, and then perhaps commit die in front of everyone. If I'm lucky, it is. Rattata. Rattata is very fast, actually. Do I explode the Rattata? Give it a go. Never mind. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. So, Meowth. You're faster, which is why I got you out here. What are you going to do? You are going to Body Slam this boy. Doesn't do much because it is the same type. Super Fang. Bloody hell. That's a rabid fella. Slash. There we go. Off the map. Incredible. Incredible news, Meowth. You did a great job. Let me take a sip of some water. Completely misplaced my Grass, Psychic, 143. I'm going to try another Slash, because it worked well last time. Perfect. Executor. And they forfeited. I can live with that. I got that guy to 1. This guy was pretty low and asleep. I played that pretty well. It took a while to get into that game, but I'm pretty happy. Anyway, let's turn to the wheel and see what our post-game snack will be. Right, so here we are on the new wheel, the Wheel of Names. There are 341 different games we get to randomly get picked, and I'll give it a go. I'll give it a real good old college try. I won't spend too long on them though. It's a snack. It's something to enjoy post-game, you know. We had fun. Let's give it a go now. Let's spin the wheel. I'm so hungry. I'm so peckish for a good game to play. And we have Neighbor. Incredible. Let's remove that from the list and find out what this is. Right, so here we are. List the neighbors of Guatemala. We already know I have a horrible time remembering that, so I want to say Peru. Oh, it's not a neighbor. Shit. Guatemala. Sorry, let's zoom out a bit. So that's Mexico. Right. Haiti's around here. Oh, bloody hell. Mexico's the only one I've got. Well, let's not bloody do anything like that then. So Peru's down there, obviously. Bermuda. I believe that's over here though. You know, Antigua. Stuff like that's over this bit. Bloody Christ. I want to look up a map right now, but that would just be plain old cheating. What's this? Oh, flags. You're allowed 4 mistakes. Well, but I don't even know the countries which are over there, so I'm going to pick ones which sound about right. Colombia, which is lower, is it not? Cook Islands is not near there. Costa Rica, could be. It wasn't. I think I'm very wrong about that. The Bahamas. I'm just going through them now. The Gaza Strip, potentially. Haiti's over here, so it's not Haiti. Honduras is not there, I don't think anyway. The Isle of Man, maybe. Let's have a look. Kosovo. Kosovo. I was thinking of the song. Let's go to Z. Nope. West Bank. Nope. Yemen. Potentially. Vietnam. No. Venezuela. No. Yemen's on the opposite side. What am I on about? Uruguay. I want to say that's Africa, but never mind. Belize, El Salvador, and Honduras. Well, I had a try. You already know I'm not very good at geography, so whatever. That's our post-game snack. Am I satiated? Not really, but I had fun doing it, and that's the main thing. So, I hope you had a fun time watching me play that. I had a fun time playing it somewhat. Hope you enjoyed the new and improved system of playing games. But yeah, ending on a low note, you know. Not in a bad way, you know. Ending on a low note is in our energies are lower. I can go to bed after this and feel comfortable with what we've done. It just feels good. So, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your night, whatever's going on. And just remember, remain peaceful. Keep on gaming. Bye-bye.